What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update, as well as different buckets of money that you can or will be able to claim from these second and third stimulus check packages, like the new $3,000 child tax stimulus checks. That's right, as well as student loan forgiveness, Social Security increases, and mortgage and rental assistance. We're going to talk about the stimulus checks and the different buckets of money that you can claim in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos and help us reach our goal of 300,000 subscribers. I think we're only a few thousand away at this point. So help us out. Subscribe is completely free. This way you won't miss out on updates on these different buckets of money. And give this video a like if you can. Really helps out our channel. Okay, first thing, let me address something. In this morning's video, the last video, we had that big breaking news story about the child tax credit being expanded into actual stimulus checks of $3,000 per child, and with literally with monthly deposits of $250 to $300 per month. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll link you to that video at the end of this video because yeah, it's amazing. Okay. I see some comments from some people saying, well, that doesn't help me. And they're like upset about that. So you got to remember that in these different stimulus checks packages, there's different buckets of money. Okay. And I don't qualify for all of them. You're not going to qualify for all of them. There's just so many different buckets of money. You got to remember that this child tax stimulus check is not in place of your stimulus check. It's not like they're taking away your stimulus check and only doing this, okay? Just like, for example, there's unemployment money right now. Unemployed people are getting $300 per week bonus. That's $1,200 every month, okay? I don't get that, but I still report that, and I'm happy to report that because our unemployed friends and family on this channel, I consider you guys family. I am happy that they're getting the help in their time of needs. In this video, we're going to talk about brand new information on Social Security increases, okay? Well, guess what? I don't get Social Security, but I'm still happy to report it to you guys. And remember, not everybody's going to get it, but you got to be happy for our fellow brothers and sisters and viewers of this channel that they might be getting a Social Security increase. And then we're going to talk about new information coming out about student loan forgiveness, okay? Remember, Joe Biden just paused federal student loan payments in one of those 25 executive orders, okay? I'm happy for those people. You gotta be happy for them. Remember, there's going to be different buckets of money, and you're going to likely be able to claim several. Mortgage and rental assistance is going to be the one that a lot of people are going to be able to claim. Unemployment, only for unemployed people. Social Security increase, only for Social Security people. Student loan forgiveness, that's for about 1 in 6 adults have student loans. Okay, that may not be you, but it might be your children. It might be your brother or sister. It might be somebody in your family. If not, it's somebody from your extended family, the viewers of this audience. So we cover it all here, but just remember that like when a brand new bill comes out that wants to pay for children $250 to $300 per month to curb child poverty, like this one that we covered this morning, don't be disgruntled on it because honestly, this is to curb child poverty, which is a big thing that Joe Biden is against. He really wants to try to solve that, and they think that by doing this $3,000 per year per child could actually get rid of 50% of child poverty in the United States. Okay, but you might not qualify for this. You might qualify for the Social Security increase. You might qualify for the student loan forgiveness. You're probably going to qualify for the $1,400 to $2,000 third stimulus check. But guess what? Not even everybody qualifies for the stimulus checks. Okay, people that make too much money don't get it. People without a Social Security number don't get it. In the past, adult dependents didn't get it, and college students didn't get it. The third stimulus check, college students and adult dependents are going to get it. But you got to remember that even the stimulus check is technically a bucket of money that not everybody qualifies for. But one of the kind of agendas of Joe Biden and the Joe Biden administration is he wants to curb child poverty. And again, I think that that is a very worthy cause. I think that this is something that should be done. Let me know if you think differently down below in the comments. But just remember, this isn't like in place of your stimulus check. This isn't like they're going to take away your stimulus check and give it for child poverty. Okay. This isn't in place of, this is in addition of. And honestly, now that Biden administration is there and the Democrats are in control of the Senate, we're going to have lots of different bills and packages and checks coming down the pipeline, just like this one. Okay, because they're literally just coming in power. It's been like 3 days. Okay, so there's going to be lots of different stimulus packages and stimulus checks for different people. And remember, rental assistance and mortgage assistance is going to be one of the ones that a lot of our viewers are going to be able to claim. Probably somewhere close to around the percentage of people that get the stimulus check. Because remember, like I just said, not everybody actually even gets the stimulus check. Adult dependents and college students have literally been left out of the first and the second stimulus check. The third stimulus check is supposed to go to them, and it's supposed to be at least $1,400. And for adult dependents that missed out on the first and second stimulus check, they might actually get the first and second stimulus check in the third stimulus check package. It might actually retroactive and give them that, okay? But not everybody gets every buckets of money, okay? So I just want to make that clear for you guys. So we're going to be talking about Social Security increase today. We're going to be talking about student loan forgiveness, brand new information out about both of those. And also want to mention, like, if I go a video or two without, say, talking about Social Security increase or student loan forgiveness, just as two as examples, that's because what we're going to cover here. It's really because I didn't get any new information in the last, 6 to 24 hours. Okay, as soon as new information comes out, I will be covering it for you guys. I don't cover every different bucket of money in every video because sometimes it's not the breaking news or there's no new news about it. But don't worry, guys. I'll keep you updated on all these different buckets of money, how to claim them, when they're approved, when they're a bill, when they're getting voted on, when executive orders are passing. I mean, we just had 25 presidential executive orders on President Biden's, I almost said President Trump, on President Biden's first 3 days, 25 executive orders, several of which may have affected you or may be affecting you going forward. So I'm not going to go over all of them now because it'll take me a whole video too. I got those in the past videos. You can watch them. But yeah, there's 25 executive orders that have already been passed. So action is being taken. They're doing this. Let's move on to the next one. Brand new article out this morning. Biden has promised to reform Social Security. Here's some changes that could come this year. Now, I think the big one that a lot of people that are on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, whenever I say Social Security, it includes all those different buckets of people, okay? The Social Security, SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, Social Security just kind of is a word that encompasses all of you guys, okay? So I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to the $200 per month increase. But in addition to that, which we'll go over here in a second, there's more that Joe Biden and the Joe Biden administration want to do than just that $200 per month increase. Let me show you. Okay, brand new article out from CNBC this morning, pretty credible source. Under his plan, Joe Biden's, eligible workers would get a guaranteed minimum benefit equal to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. People who have received benefits for at least 20 years would get a 5% bump. Widows and widowers would receive about a 20% more per month. Okay, so again, these are different proposed changes under the Biden administration, which has now taken office 2.5 days ago, 3 days ago. These are changes that could be coming. Okay, eligible workers could get a guaranteed minimum benefit equal to at least 125% of the federal poverty level, okay? People who have received benefits for at least 20 years would get a 5% bump. Widows and widowers would receive about 20% more per month. Again, so there's kind of like different buckets of money in there within the Social Security increases that he wants to do. For example, you may be a widow or a widower, but and if you are, you could receive 20% more a month in Social Security increases, okay? But not everybody's going to get that. But you can't not be happy for these people to get this, okay? A lot of people are hurting right now. We got to be happy for everybody in our family when changes and proposals and bills and actual, past legislation comes through like this because it helps different people in our community and, in the world. I mean, that's what we want to do, help people in the world. Biden has also proposed changing the measurement for annual cost of living increases to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, the CPIE, which could more closely track expenses retirees face. To pay for those higher benefits, Biden would apply Social Security payroll taxes to those making $400,000 and up. In 2021, workers generally pay 6.2% Social Security tax up to $142,800 in wages. Earnings between $142,000 and $400,000 would not be subject to the new higher tax under those levies, though that gap would eventually close over time. So one of the things Joe Biden wants to do is to raise taxes on what he calls the rich. In this case, raising Social Security taxes on people that make over 400,000 and only on the money that they make over 400,000. Basically, reapply a Social Security tax to that money made over $400,000. So if they made 500,000, they'd pay on the tax that additional Social Security tax, 6.2%, which is a lot, between 400,000 and 500,000. So they'd pay an extra $6,200 there for Social Security. Now, what's interesting there is I'm not sure if that would actually increase that person's Social Security benefits because they're capped. So, and again, we don't know this yet. I'll be keeping you updated. Does that person pay an additional $6,200 in Social Security tax and not get any benefit for it? We will see. Another note I want to note about Social Security. This is my personal belief. This isn't like news to report. But we all know that Social Security is running low and at some point in the future will run out. I personally am not worried about that. Why? Because honestly, I think they'll just pass a stimulus package to fund it. I mean, we're passing $1 trillion stimulus packages here left and right. What makes you think they won't pass one for Social Security and just bail it out? So honestly, I think when the time comes, and again, this article said 2035 it's supposed to run out by, that's still 14, 15 years from now. When the time comes and it starts to run low, of course, we'll try to make different changes like this, taxing people that make over $400,000 to kind of, add a little bit more in there, the different buckets of money. But I think that when the time comes and we do start to run near low, they'll just pass a stimulus package and give it a few trillion dollars to Social Security, and then that'll be that, and that'll fund it for the next 10 or 20 years. And then again, they'll make slight adjustments along the way because making an adjustment on the trajectory makes a whole difference. Because if you're going like this as opposed to going like this over time, that makes a huge difference. So just keep that in mind. Now, in addition to those Social Security increases, Joe Biden himself has put forward a plan, and this plan comes from, let me see here, the Schumer, Warren, and Wyden. So Senator Warren, we're going to talk about here in a second, also on a different plan. Chuck Schumer here is now the Senate Majority Leader, so he's the most powerful guy in the Senate. He's arguably the most powerful Democrat besides Joe Biden. Remember, the Democrats now have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. So Chuck Schumer and Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren, that we'll talk about here in a second, had a previous plan to increase benefits by $200 per month in addition for Social Security beneficiaries, in addition to these other changes that I just read you from those CNBC articles. It's not either or. These are kind of all the different changes and increases they want to do. Okay, so this is a previous bill from 2020, and Joe Biden has taken this up and brought it under his wing and actually has it here in the Biden Emergency Action Plan to save the economy here. So he has actually added into his own website now and kind of taken that plan under his wing that he wants to increase Social Security checks by $200 per month as proposed by Senator Wyden and colleagues. Now, if we go back to this, you'll see that Senator Wyden here is the third one. Senator Warren talks about this more often, and Chuck Schumer is the one with the most power. He's the Senate Majority Leader. So all these guys want to increase your Social Security by $200 per month, and Joe Biden has taken it under his wing and says that seniors and people with disabilities are uniquely at risk right now, and that's why he wants to increase Social Security by $200 per month. Senator Elizabeth Warren, who we were just mentioning, has a brand new tweet that was retweeted by Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader now, says student debt isn't just crushing our kids. 6.3 million borrowers between the ages of 50 and 64, and nearly a million people over the age of 65 are still paying for a loved one's education of their own, aka student loans. Read my new piece with Senator Chuck Schumer on why we should cancel student debt to help seniors also. And she links to this piece written by her on also CNBC by Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren to forgive up to $50,000 in federal student loan debt. They both say that this can be done simply by a presidential executive order. Now, Joe Biden in the past has said that he's willing to do up to $10,000 in student loan debt. In fact, if we go back here, right here on joebiden.com, his emergency action plan to save the economy, right here on this page, right above the Social Security increase, is forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans, as proposed by Senator Warren and colleagues. Young people and other student debt holders bore the brunt of the last crisis, and it shouldn't happen again. Joe Biden literally says right here he wants to forgive a minimum of $10,000 per person of federal student loans. This new article by Chuck Schumer and Senator Warren say the people elected two leaders, President Biden and Vice President Harris, who committed to boosting our economy by canceling billions of dollars in student loan debt. That commitment affects more older Americans than you think. She says right now, 43 million people in the United States are buried under $1.5 trillion in student loan debt. 6.3 million people of those people are between ages 50 and 64, and nearly a million people are over the age of 65. She says, but the Biden and Harris administration can fix it. We are calling on President Biden and Vice President Harris to immediately cancel up to $50,000 in student loan debt. This article is literally from today. The U.S. Department of Education holds that debt and can cancel it too. This is exactly what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris should direct their education secretary to do through an executive order. This is not new money that's printed, as you kind of see her hinting right here, that the U.S. Department holds that debt. It's not new money that they have to print. They simply just forgive the debt. And Chuck Schumer, who's the Senate Majority Leader, says that that can be done through a simple presidential executive order. And remember, Joe Biden just did 25 executive orders in the last 3 days. So I will be keeping you updated on all these different buckets of money, the stimulus checks, the unemployment checks, Social Security increase, the student loan forgiveness, and mortgage and rental assistance. That's going to be a big one coming out probably within the next few days, that you guys are going to be able to start claiming your mortgage and rental assistance, where the government will pay your rent or pay your mortgage or give you money to pay your rent or mortgage. So make sure you're subscribed down below. Click the bell icon so you get notifications. Click it to all notifications so you get notifications when we go live. But just remember that every day we go live at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m., and now 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching, guys. You can click this top video to watch my newest stimulus check video. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon. I have a program where I teach people how to do that and replace their 9-to-5 income. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.